today. I know that this is supposed to be like a chill stream with Ragid Assassin, but hold on. He'll join in a little bit. So while we are waiting, let's put in today's top comment. So also today's background, I am gonna be playing Resident Evil 2 the remake on Leon's story. So anyway, you won't hear any of the game audio though, but because well, the whole point is a chill stream, so you won't be able to hear very much of the game audio. So hold on. Message to spectators. So today's question is, how do you like the My Hero movie? So hold on. So hold up. While I'm also typing in today's message, I am also gonna give a call. See if I can have them. So hold up. Pocono. So I try to call back later, but for now, Egan. I'm still typing out today's message. Where is it? There we go. Alright, so that's gonna be today's message. How you like the My Hero Academia movie? So for now, we are gonna go with, and again, for anybody that just joined into the stream, Ragid Assassin would join up a little bit later on to the stream. So for now, we are gonna do, I guess, Claire's story. Haven't done hers in a while. Since I can't multitask while talking, I'm gonna set the game mode to assisted. Though, mainly because I can't talk while playing the game. So to reduce the amount to kind of reduce the amount of times I would fail, though, from like trying to multitask, I'm gonna set it to assisted. So yeah. If any of you, so in the stream, if any of you guys want to put something in the chat, just put it down on the chat and I'll be able to see it from the right hand side of the corner. So yeah. I guess I can probably start off by usually this I guess I can just start off by talking about about one of the topics that I was supposed to talk about yesterday in a normal video, which was basically like how annoying it is sometimes with manga artists and comic book creators making way too many different versions of the characters in the story. And it was something that I just realized from Superman to like Dragon Ball to Batman to even DC, to Marvel and DC in general. So, and what I mean by that is, okay, let's take so with Spider-Man, there's way too many different versions of Spider-Man. You have Peter Parker, you have Miles Morales, you have Spider-Gwen. You also have like Venom, which, yes, technically he's not really Spider-Man, but like he looks almost like Spider-Man with like the suit, though. He looks almost like Spider-Man, just with like a black gooey suit, and yeah. And then on top of that, with the Hulk, and then on top of that you also have Carnage as well, who is basically just another symbiote. Except that Carnage looks a little bit more like Spider-Man. The only thing that's missing is the fact that it's missing anything that is missing blue. Like how Spider-Man's suit is always red and blue. The only thing is that Carnage only has a blue suit. Or doesn't have a blue suit, but missing blue. So it would be a red and blue symbiote. Anyway. Then let's move on to the Hulk. Fortunately, the Hulk don't have that much different versions of himself. Not like you have Red Hulk, you have normal Hulk, you have She-Hulk. Which, okay, like you have She-Hulk, you have Red Hulk, and then you also have like some of the other different like versions of the Hulk from, I forgot what the name of, but hold on, I'm gonna have to send a message saying the stream is starting. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I can't multitask while working on the phone at the same time. So let me take care of this zombie, and then I can see if I can get him online. Alright, got the key. So I don't really understand why I would need the key if I could just simply go out the same way that I came in. Like, what was the point of having a key? Whatever. Let's change the costume. Because obviously we want the classic. Not that classic, but like I'm gonna go with the classic jacket and classic outfit. Leon's would be like police uniformed classic. I don't know why he has a shotgun, but whatever. Oh, this gun is so... hopefully I can actually pause the game and do what I need to do. Once this cutscene... Crap! Forgot! This is not going well. I forgot, why did I even go this way? Oh my gosh, that was just a big fail. And yeah, I've completed this game like 3 to 4 times already. Alright, the cutscene is rolling. Hold on. So, hold up. Oh boy. So, anyway, I apologize if you can't hear the sound. Originally it was supposed to be a dual stream, but right now, if I can... So, hold up. So, anyway, as I was saying, so not only that you have like multiple different Hulks, though, let's move on to what is wrong with in terms of anime, at least with in terms of some of the characters. Like, for example, there's literally 3 different versions of Goku. Like, you have Bardock, who is Goku's father, and then you have Turles, which is basically from the non-canon movie Tree of Might, that literally looks like Goku if he had the darker skin and Saiyan armor. And well, hold up. Wait, only one person in the pod chat. Before you say anything, I just want to let you know that do not use my real name, because I'm kind of in the middle of a stream. Okay. So I am... Oh, I just got a message saying that middle of business. Well, again, this stream will be 3 hours, so I'm not worried. I just don't know what the next... I just don't know what the heck I'm gonna be able to do very much, because much of this chill stream is basically having the second person onto the channel and just talk whatever whatever's topic that as long as it's about anything that's channel related. So yeah. So right now I was actually in the middle of talking about on how some like comic characters and manga creators, well, not comic characters, but comic creators and manga creators makes way too many different versions of some of their sets same characters. So like with how Spider-Man has like Miles Morales has, and then Spider-Gwen and all that. Are you watching the stream to the phone while... Ah. Anyway, please don't play the audio while through the microphone. It's echoing. It's echoing. So, and now, yeah, like I went from Spider-Man to the Incredible Hulk to now I'm on Dragon Ball because literally Dragon Ball is basically, at least Dragon Ball now is just more ridiculous in other hand with many different versions of their characters than what Dragon Ball was with like the original Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. And what I mean by that is okay, so for example, Goku. You have first off, you have Goku's father, Bardock, who looks exactly like Goku, but with a cold demeanor and with a scar and Saiyan tail as an adult. Then, not all of them. Are you talking about the tail or? Yeah, the tail. Yeah, all of them has a tail, but most of the Saiyans in the show was basically blown up by Frieza, so the only ones left used to be. And don't forget about Raditz and Nappa, yeah. No, that's Raditz. That's Goku's brother. Not. I have no idea who Nappa is. Do you remember Nappa is basically, how should I put this? He dies in Dragon Ball Z, in the original Dragon Ball Z, but mainly from Vegeta kind of decide to blow him up after Goku basically kicked his ass, but anyway, that's besides the point. And then you also have Turles, though, which is another Saiyan from the non-canon movie Dragon Ball Z Tree of Might, which basically it's basically another Goku if he has a darker skin, like a gray skin, and Saiyan armor, and purple Saiyan armor. And then on top of that, now you have like Goku Black, who's basically Zamasu, that takes over Goku's body. Like, Jesus, man, how many different versions of the same character is there gonna be? Like what? If Dragon Ball Super starts up again, we're gonna see another freaking different version of Goku a more evil version or something like that. No, I wasn't talking about Bardock. No, I was talking about like Goku Black. Yeah, but he's also Goku's father, so.
Wait, that's his daddy?
Yeah. Yeah, that's his father. So, which brings me to the next question. So, if Goku looks like Bardock, though, then why don't Raditz look like Goku, nor Bardock? Like, literally, they're both brothers, but yet they don't even look anything alike.
Maybe Raditz.
Man, like, that's so, probably, but you would think, you know what, never mind. I'm not gonna even question that series much more. I'm done questioning it since, like, the freaking Trunks arc, since the future Trunks arc of Dragon Ball Z, but whatever. And then also in Dragon Ball Super, you have Jiren, which is basically like a freaking space alien version and definitely overpowered version of Superman. I mean, like, Goku's the same way too, but with, like, freaking, but at least with Goku, it's like, he doesn't, it's basically more, it's unintentional, though, with power, like, that they're the same. But Jiren, on the other hand, blatantly is a failed version of Superman. In terms of looks, though, because really, Superman wears like a spandex jumpsuit and a cape. Jiren,
They've been updating that for a long time.
yeah,
So, they basically gave him armor even though he doesn't need it.
yeah. But I'm talking about like his outfit, though.
Oh no, you're talking about it's definitely.
Yeah, but yeah, Jiren, on the other hand, just wears spandex, like a jumpsuit spandex, which, not to also notice that, and on top of that, he was able to counter, and the reason why I said that he's overpowered is because one of the characters from Dragon Ball Super, Hit, can go forward in time for 1/10 of a second. Like, that's his ability. Basically, time skip is basically Hit's ability. And in Dragon Ball Super, though, Jiren, in the Tournament of Power, was able to go inside of Hit's time skip and counter him. Which really, and what makes it overpowered is the fact that Hit is at his full power. Which, when Hit was fighting Goku, it took Goku quite a while to figure out how Hit's time skip works. And even so, all Goku was able to do was to try to predict where Hit is about to attack. And somehow, Jiren is able to somehow disrupt his time skip without, like, what? And it's just, why? But the thing is that the way that the franchise goes is the fact that they scale the characters They scale the character's abilities by their feat and stats, though. And Jiren's feat and stats does not make any sense at all. Like, you can't even compare him to any other character.
Oh, what's wrong with you?
He's stupidly overpowered. Huh?
Who wrote this character overpowered, Akira?
That's Toriyama. The Dragon Ball author, Toriyama. And the reason why I'm referring to his last name is because mine and the manga's author's name happens to be the same name. So just to prevent the confusion, I'm just gonna refer him as Toriyama. The art style from the if you're talking about the anime art style, that's Toei Animation. Then that's Toriyama, because Toriyama only makes the manga, though. He did have somewhat of a hand with Dragon Ball GT, though with designing the characters, but he mainly only works on the manga.
What about the anime? Who made that art style?
That's the animators from the company Toei Animation.
They replicated Toriyama?
No, they didn't really replicate it. I meant, like, they... How should I put this? Like, they have... Like, Toei Animation has the rights to creating the anime, though. So... They took the drawing style, though. The art style is completely... Like, the art style is completely Toei's, though, but the drawing style... Though, because usually mangas are usually in black and white, so there's no... So there's not really any color in any of the pages. So, I meant, like, the only thing that's... I meant, like, the only... I guess, the only difference... Well, no, the only, like... type of Japanese, like, comic that is... Or Japanese manga that has color is light novels. Wait, I went too far. I need this map. I don't really need to look at the map because I already know what to do for this part of the game, which I am using Resident Evil 2 as background gameplay. So, you could say that I'm using this as like Road to Resident Evil 3 the remake, or what I call Road to Nostalgia, because I've played the original Resident Evil 3 game and I completed it. Although it was a little bit difficult though because of the tank controls. So I don't know why I'm carrying around this rocket launcher if I'm not gonna use it. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So I'm just done like with questioning Dragon Ball in terms of like the plot. Because not only that, I've ran into way too many fanboys and Dragon Ball fanboys and fangirls, though, too many times, and whenever I say something negative about Dragon Ball, they immediately go and try to go on the defense about it. I mean, like, I get there's a fan base. Like, I'm a fan of Dragon Ball, but some of the fan base is really toxic and is really toxic. And what I mean is, if you say something bad about the show, or said something bad about the show or franchise, they immediately, like, what's the word for it? And yeah, even if that said person said is true. Like, for example, I remember that when the Tournament of Power, when Jiren and Goku was about to battle, or when it was about to reach towards its climax with Jiren and Goku and Master Ultra Instinct Goku, I remember I think it was I don't remember if it was a video or not, but I remember I was talking to and I think it was a video I was in where all I said was Jiren is stupidly overpowered, and I thought that Kefla was overpowered, but Jiren is just way beyond overpowered. And when I said that, there were so many people upset over it than what I can count. Yeah, and the sad fact is that it is true too, though. But yet, no one really liked hearing it. But yeah, the fanboys don't really like hearing it. Can't even take one simple criticism, though, which is sad.
Well, usually criticism helps when you're making like a movie or a show. Why? Why are you defending the show?
I mean, like, to tell you the truth, though, here's another criticism of Dragon Ball Super. The anime itself was good all the way up to the point of the Tournament of Power arc. Like, it went from good to decent with the Future Trunks arc, which so many people was bashing the Future Trunks arc and the Goku Black arc, I should say, because of like the character of like the antagonist itself. No, Zamasu. Frieza wasn't in the Goku Black arc. Though, because he was still in hell, basically.
Wait, the Dragon Ball universe was in hell?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Okay, at which point of which Dragon Ball did you watch or stopped watching at? Well, like, Dragon Ball Super came out in 2018, so... But... yeah. And... yeah, I mean, like, if you actually think about it, though... if you actually think about it, like where King Kai lives in Dragon Ball is technically heaven. So, and Goku in the original Dragon Ball Z did accidentally fall off of Snake Ray and ended up in hell temporarily. So, alright, I gotta check the time. 6:35. So, I'll see if I can call back again at 7. Alright, what is this? A lion statue. So, anyway, on to the next character, Broly. Yep. Now, I
remember Broly. That's it. I don't pay attention to that much anime. I'm sorry.
I only remember Broly because I've seen the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie when it came out in theaters back in last January. Not the January that we just had, though, but like, yeah. And honestly, to tell you the truth, back in Dragon Ball, and honestly, I don't even know why they needed a different version of Broly in Dragon Ball Super in the first place. Like, okay, it's one thing to have Broly in the Dragon Ball Super movie because, you know, the Dragon Ball Super movie is the only first ever movie that is canon. But literally, like, Broly, I suck. What? Oh, you stuck. Sorry. No, I'm not stuck. It's just that I am trying to talk while focusing on this game, which is difficult. A little bit difficult. Alright. I got it now. Yeah. If you guys have any pointers, put them in the comments and I see what I can do. Because I have not played very much of Resident Evil 2, so right. There we go. I'm gonna need to get rid of this plank. Alright. Let's... Alright, as I was saying, in the Tournament of Power arc, if you don't know, basically, in the Tournament of Power arc, there's a character who I call a female version of Broly. Like, basically, she's a Saiyan, but she's weak in her base form. But yet, when she's agitated, though, she just turns into another Broly, a Broly with lipstick. And, yeah. And it's just, why? So, yeah. already beaten this game before, but like I said, I have not played this game in a long time. Wait, why did I... Oh, why did I come back home? What? Never mind. I'm already... I don't know why I went all the way here, all the way to here. Anyway. Alright. I need the other two lion heads. The other two, like... Alright. Do I still have the key? Because I need to get to the other spot before... Easier if I having to... Oh yeah, forgot. Forgot. Was either this way or... Yeah, I forgot that I had to go through here. For a second. Alright, discard. When this next cutscene rolls, I am... Hold on, now the cutscene is rolling. What was I about to say? Let me know. Yeah. So, I'm gonna be doing... Adi said... So, tomorrow, Adi said that I'm gonna, like, buy WWE 2K20. So... I meant, like, I watched clips of it though, but I do like some of the previous WWE games though. Like play some of the games like 2K17, 2K15. Also I have 2K18. But other than that, the only, how should I say, the only problem now is the only difficult part, or semi-difficult, like I can get by it, but it's like a pain to do so in this game, is the fact that I have to get a missing part for us, how should I say? Why don't I switch in Japanese? Well, that's because for some of my viewers don't really speak Japanese, so I try to kind of like, you know, which, hold up. I did not, I did not know I can switch the... Oh. Where is Japanese? There we go. On. Display language. Yeah. Alright. There you go. I don't know if the subtitles would stay in English for those viewers that only speaks English. Akirathenephilim is actually half angel, but yeah. Funny story about that. So I made my character, or I made like a little comic for my character, though. So when I made the little comic for my YouTube character, I mainly was aiming for something that is like half angel, part human, but also like part wolf. So yeah, so yes, my character is actually half angel, half human. Ah, shit. There we go. I didn't know how to use the concussion grenade. Where's the... Alright. Yeah? Would they care if can you tell them? I guess so, but could you tell them that I'd be streaming though, so if they want to chat, then they can't use my real name. Alright. 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 Hey, why am I... Alright, what was I doing again? Crap. Oh yeah, the medallions. Alright, if I remember correctly, I think... Do I have... No, I don't have the... Crap. Alright. I still need the detonator and the battery for the detonator. Now I don't have the key for that. Yeah. So I guess while at this time, if you have any questions, just put it in the chat and I'll discuss it. Because so far it seems like that this stream did not go in my favor very much. Hold up. So, yeah, like I said earlier, the reason, if you're talking about why I am not speaking Japanese right now, again, it is more because of, I'm trying to make it fair for, like, both, for any of my viewers that is watching, because again, some of my viewers mainly only speak English, so right now, like, I'm about to change the message to, hold up. So right now, the only part that I will be doing in the stream is I will be putting, like, I guess you would call it subtitles in Japanese. But the audio would still remain in English. So, wait, how do I... Oh. Hold up for a second. So, you can say that the subtitles would be in the spectators. Ah. Alright. So I was reading a message. So, what should I put here? Crap. I guess I can just put whatever. I guess I can just put. Hold on. I guess for now I can just put, like, what the topic that, I guess I can just put the topic in the spectators box and, like, have you guys who are watching just answer it in the comment section. So let's say now I get it. Okay, so what? Again. Hold up. Since wait, what? Oh. What's this? What kind of do you want? Okay, so hold on. Let's give him a yes. Cool. Yeah. Ain't. What? Okay. Okay, there we go. The background color is still going to remain the same. So, I guess no one was watching. Alright. Alright. I'm back. Sorry. Let's see if I can. Hold up, I'm sending a message. Alright. Hopefully I can get the... Anyway, again, like this stream did not go the way that I planned it to go. Though today, or... This stream is not how I planned it to go today, but I'll try to do what I can do for now. So, right now, let's just... Yeah, I think I'm just stuck on this area. Anyway, for any guys that is... Anyway, for any guys that is wondering what I put down in text there, I simply said, what game do you want me to play? Which, that's the simple... I was gonna put the word next, but that would take up too much of the stream, so... Yeah. I think at this point until... I don't know. I might title this stream a failed live stream, or retitle it to it being a failed live stream. So, if that's... Which I might have to do that at this point. Mainly because the guest I was supposed to have on, he didn't show up yet, and yeah. and I completely forgot where I need to go next. Though the last two locations for for that thing. So let's try this again. What's up? I was trying to call.
I'm back to playing the game again.
Yeah, because the stream is now an hour in. And so far, I was struggling to try to figure out what to talk about next, because the whole point of the chill stream is to have, like, basically just talk about whatever topic. So, anyway. So, anyway, do you remember the rules of this? So, do you remember the one rule I have for the stream?
Christopher, you just answered a question. Yeah,
Hello?
What's up?
I said, do you remember the one rule that I have for the stream?
Bro, it's been a while.
Alright, the one rule that I said that I have, or that I said, was to not use our real names. So just to let you know. Anyway, so for the first part of the stream, I was kind of like not too much talking about how like manga and comic creators made way too many different versions of their characters. So, like for example, Superman. Let's take Spider-Man for example. How many different versions of Spider-Man do we have?
You ain't fucking escaping, bitch. Oh.
Like for example, how many different versions of Spider-Man do we even have?
What?
I said for example, how many different versions of Spider-Man do we even have?
Quite a few.
Yeah, because
There's actually an infinite amount of universes for that.
yeah, but like which I was actually getting into with that was how there's you have Peter Parker, you have Miles Morales, you have Spider-Gwen.
Bam!
You, which, by the way, have you ever seen Into the Spider-Verse movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you also have Venom and Carnage, which, by the way, Venom and Carnage literally looks almost like Spider-Man, just more of a bulkier symbiotic ray. Well,
Missed.
huh?
How the fuck did we both miss?
And then, yeah, and then with the Incredible Hulk, I was also moving on to where, with that, how there's many different
Elbow, bitch.
how there was many different versions of the Incredible Hulk. Like you have Red Hulk, you have She-Hulk, you have like what was that? I think it was Gray Hulk from. Do you remember that? Huh?
There is also another one called Abomination. That's basically a Hulk-like person.
Wait, isn't that one creature guy that has like like his spine sticking out from the 2011 Hulk movie?
I don't know. I think. I'm not too sure, bro.
Because if that's so, then that's the only Abomination I know of. Though, because I've seen that movie before. I wouldn't really say it was the best movie, but I still think because I wouldn't really say it was the best movie, but the Hulk design in the 2011 Hulk movie is just way better of the CG effects. And also, I was moving on to how in Dragon Ball,
Not letting me. Really?
I was also moving.
Towards
I got a whole what now?
this, towards whatever direction he's facing, that's where.
Alright.
You gotta get this hell, and then over here,
I'm just. It's not wanting to work.
it does work.
Alright.
I was only being told to hold one of them.
No, I told you to hold this one, and then over, and then you have to push square. You don't hold square.
No, I was pushing one of the other ones.
So, oh yeah, by the way,
Alright.
so, and then I also moved on to Dragon Ball, where I was talking about how there's way too many freaking different versions of Goku. Where you have Bardock, the father of Goku,
Just one big misspell everything. I spelled money M-I-N-E-T.
Monty?
It's M-A-N.
So it wasn't like bro, what the hell? It won't even let me get out of the fucking ring. You got that? Where's my
Right.
kendo stick? Is this my kendo stick? Oh yeah, it's my kendo stick. We're both
So-
standing here with weapons ready to whip his ass.
wait, what?
Oh, me and my buddy, while we're playing the game, we're standing here with weapons waiting to whoop someone's ass.
Ah. Alright, so
Oh, the pipe.
I actually wonder who keeps on leaving and joining back onto the stream, though.
I'll take the bone.
What? Okay,
I'll
so
take the femur.
Fucking stomach with it. Or in the nads. I think I'm hitting him in the nads.
The what?
Oh, hey, it just gave me a random weapon.
Anyway, moving on. Anyway, moving on. So, basically, and if you didn't know what I was talking about, can you guess how many... Can you guess how many different... like, the amount of number... or the amount of numbers of how many different versions of Goku there is in Dragon Ball in general? Or are you not that caught up in the show?
I don't think I'm that far into it.
Like, are you still on Z or are you, like, on Super?
I don't know which one. I think I chose the table lane.
But anyway, going down the list, so, you have, first off, you have Bardock. Who is basically the father of Goku, who's Goku's father. And then, you also, and by the way, Bardock looks exactly like Goku, but with a cold demeanor and Saiyan armor and a Saiyan tail. Older version. And then you also have Turles, which is basically another Goku with like darker skin and purple Saiyan armor. And that is evil. And that is also evil. And then you also have Goku Black, which is basically Zamasu. Which, by the way, Assassin, if you don't know Zamasu, Which, by the way, Assassin, if you don't know who Zamasu was or is, basically, like, do you know
No,
if...
I don't want to take the referee.
Do you remember
I want
the...
to taunt the referee. I'm taunting the referee and just kind of going... smacking him in the face.
Oh yeah, by the way, Assassin.
Someone totally just went on a fucking rant about work. Like, I know I'm on a fucking new morning. Like, it was just like, today was just fucking like, I had almost $1,000 on my door. It's $640 in my drawer. I had almost $1,600 I had, like, collected between card and cash. I was busy. And, like,
So, what was that?
I said what I was about to say. Wait, what was I about to say? That before everything went quiet. Oh yeah. Then I was about to ask, like, if you don't know who Zamasu is, though, do you remember from Dragon Ball, like, that one, like, that one purple guy with the white mohawk?
I think so.
The Supreme Kai, I think it was?
Okay.
Well, basically, there's a character in Dragon Ball Super who is basically evil deity in the show, who also has a white mohawk but has green skin. And he made a wish with the Dragon Balls where he switched bodies with Goku and became Goku Black. So, but the thing is you want to know what's the most ridiculous part? So,
and she just asked me if I was doing the opening tomorrow, and I said yeah. And I have to be there at 5:30, and I'm not having it until 6:30. I told them they're looking at people.
what? You know what? I'm just not gonna play as Claire because this is getting freaking ridiculous. I'm literally stuck in this game for an hour now, playing as Claire, and I don't even freaking remember how to get to the other two medallions. I am playing Resident Evil 2, the remake, as my background gameplay, and for an hour straight, I literally couldn't, like, freaking find the other two medallions while playing as Claire, because I was playing Claire's story. So, I'm going with Leon's. I'm sorry, but I'm going with Leon's. Anyway, so what do you think of what I just described, that character of Zamasu? Huh? Oh yeah, and and if you go to my stream now, the game itself, I switched it over to Japanese because, well, one of my viewers asked me a question of why I didn't switch to Japanese. And the main reason why is because some of my viewers, though, mainly speaks English. So, just to, like, kind of balance it out, I mainly just keep, like, the subtitles or whatever. And what? Did he hang up? Hold on. This is not going the way that I wanted it to go. I'm gonna skip it. I can look around. You know what? At this point, I think I'm just gonna stop the stream. I'm gonna be titling the stream something different, though. So, yeah. And for anybody, and before I do that, for anybody that speaks Japanese too, and if you don't know what's going on, I type it down in the spectators box. Hold up. Hold on, I'm typing it down. I messed up. Alright, there. So, this is Akirathenephilim, and I am signing out. Bye.